to say something to a couple that's hesitant to go, especially husbands. I remember the last retreat, you know, it's in our Crossroads bulletin, and I remember Sarah kind of poking me and pointing at that, thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I do not want to do that. There's no way I want to go on that and share my feelings on marriage and all this with these people I don't know. And of course, I wound up going, and it wound up being something that was a fantastic weekend for us, for meeting other people, and just had a great time. And I would say for anybody, especially husbands that are hesitant, it's not just something you should think about, but something you should certainly do. There's no question about it. You need to be a part of it.
I think one of the most valuable things about the retreat was just feeling and seeing the vulnerability of all of the speakers. You could really tell that they were very real, and they wanted us to know and see what the real marriage was so that we could relate to it. And it also just gave us that sense of community right there at the retreat, that it opened it up and gave us a lot of openness to be able to share our own stories and be able to understand that we're not perfect, nobody here is perfect, and that's why we're here, to just see God's grace and see how faithful He is in every circumstance in all of our marriages.
You pretty much covered all that.
So I was actually pretty new to Crossroads. We had only been married about 6 or 8 months when we decided to go on the retreat, and I didn't have a sense of community at all. So I was really excited about being able to go on the retreat and find some sort of community and find people that I could connect with, and it truly did. It opened up just a world of friendships that I now have as some of my true and closest friends, and it's just really helped me to feel like I have more of a sense of belonging at Crossroads.
One of the cool things we experienced is one of the breakout groups we went to, it was called Blended Families. And both Sarah and I, having previously been married and divorced, me with 3 children, Sarah with none, but now 1 on the way, we are definitely a blended family. And we sat in that group with a lot of other couples that were in the same similar cases as we were. And I remember one guy, Norm, he said, you know, hey, we ought to just do this on a regular basis. And so automatically we just said, all right, Norm, you're in charge, set it up. And since that retreat, we get together on a monthly basis as a group, studying different books and material that help us. And for us, just being able to share with each other the struggles we're going through, the things we're dealing with, and supporting each other in not just physical ways, but in prayer. And we even get together and goof around together. And for us, I think that's just been invaluable. It's just been fantastic. And we just know there's so many other groups within Crossroads that are in the same position as we have been. And it's just finding those people with similar things like that and getting the opportunity to meet them and share life with them, which is the Crossroads way. The way the whole marriage conference is structured is you're there and you enjoy yourself. You have those times where it's challenging and it's hard and you're dealing and working through things maybe in your marriage, whether you've been married for 50 years or 5 years or 5 months. All of the things and the opportunities there are all practical for everyone. And yet at the same time, it gives you just a lot of fun time to meet other people, to go bowling, to goof around, and just share in a community way. It was a great time.
Also gave us a lot of opportunity to work together as a couple, go through a lot of the things that we had just learned and be able to put them into practice while we were there so that we could know, okay, once we go back home and our busy lives start over again, how are we going to continue through working through a lot of these things we've been challenged with. So I think the setup was just perfect for the schedule and everything.